I mean, if you ever want to kiss a girl or ask her to go out, or actually, whenever you get scared about anything, you just do this. You just count to 3 and then do it. Because if you take too long, you just start to overthink it, you'll just drive yourself crazy. Trust me, it'll change your life.
We are in this really huge secular transition away from degrees towards skills. It no longer matters where you went to school, what you did. Don't tell me you have an MBA. It's irrelevant. It's useless. Who gives a shit?
I'm thinking there's a deep connection between money as an instrument of change and what you're doing now at Social Capital.
Look, here's the thing. There's about 150 people that run the world. Anybody who wants to go into politics, they're all fucking puppets, okay? There are 150, and they're all men, that run the world, period, full stop. They control most of the important assets. They control the money flows. And these are not the tech entrepreneurs. Now, they are going to get rolled over the next 5 to 10 years by the people that are really underneath pulling the strings. And when you get behind the curtain and see how that world works, what you realize is it is unfairly set up for them and their progeny. Now, I'm not going to say that that's something that we can rip apart, but first order of business is I want to break through and be at that table. That's the first order of business. And the way that I do that is by proving that I can.
The Great Reset, Take 3.
There are 150, and they're all men, that run the world, period, full stop. They control most of the important assets. They control the money flows. And these are not the tech entrepreneurs. Now, they are going to get rolled over the next 5 to 10 years by the people that are really underneath pulling the strings. And when you get behind the curtain and see how that world works, what you realize is it is unfairly set up for them and their progeny.
Fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
It cannot always be night.
Sir, flex I do work. Work 6 I'm like Mike. He's out of sight. Woo.
Leaders and men that succeed with women tell it straight. They ask for what they want, and if that woman doesn't want it, they move on.
Yeah, so
Into you. I should be over all the butterflies.
hey, sorry, quick question. Are you looking for a wife?
What?
Are you looking for a wife?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, just like a wife? Like get married?
Show your baggy fit. Then what's underneath?
Desperado.
Live your life like you're the hero in your movie. And right now is when the fucking movie starts and your life is a shitbag disaster. You are in the part of the movie that starts and it shows you as a fucking loser. And just decide not to be a loser anymore. Live your life like there's a documentary crew following you around and you are analyzing your own behavior. Do what you would want to do so that your kids one day would look back at it and see that documentary and look on it with pride like, wow, my dad was a bad motherfucker.
The only, the notorious Hunter. the club, so I got up all night. Now every time they play this song, she say this is my shit. It's my
your tone, boy. I might just hit it wrong, hold on, that's on my element.
Swear in the face, this fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my
I like you, have a cupcake. I like you, have a cupcake. I like you, have a cupcake.
Bitches don't like me. I look like they on me when I'm walking in. That boy tried to play me, I fucked on his friend. Go bad bitch, go bad bitch, go. I ride his face till he choke. He beat from the back.
Let me raise a toast to the girl I love most in the whole world. Please don't say my name. Please don't say my name. Darla.
Then what'd you come to me for?
Because you're supposed to be the best.
I am the best, and I didn't get that way letting someone else call the shots. So you're either going to let me do that, or you're going to get yourself another lawyer.
If you don't like corporations, you should really hate government.
Great.
Yeah, it's funny. It kind of like Tesla's bank balances in Europe have negative interest rate. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you've got like 2% inflation and 1% interest, you're technically minus 1% return. But nonetheless, it is quite annoying to just see your bank balance drop in real time in Europe. Europe has negative interest rates. This is insane.
Yeah. Paying the banks,
What?
paying the banks to hold
Paying the bank to keep your money. I'm like, what?
It is crazy.
Like, what? We definitely move that into Bitcoin.
I believe Ray Dalio said buy Bitcoin and not bonds. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me.
First talking, look, but he gon' get that, send shots, make him get back.
Self-confidence is really someone who keeps promises to themselves.
I love that.
So when I meet somebody who says, I lack self-confidence, I know intuitively this person has not consistently kept promises they make to themselves. Because self-confidence is really like your reputation with yourself. If you've got a great reputation with yourself and you know you can trust you, you're not so concerned about your reputation and what other people think about you.
That's right.
So if you're always worried about what people think about you, it's because you really don't think great about yourself. And you don't think great about yourself because you lack self-confidence. And you lack self-confidence because you keep not keeping the promises you make to yourself. So
You talk to anybody who's been exercising consistently for years and years and years, and you ask them, what's the number one reason why you're consistent training? It's the mental and emotional effects. It is so profound for me. I've identified that, which is why I'll always do it. Inevitably, as I get older, I'm not going to perform as well. I'm not going to look as good. It's not going to matter to me because of those other effects. I know people listening right now who've been exercising for years and years and years. They're probably shaking their head and agreeing.
If they've made that connection, because some people have been training for years and they're still stuck in the, it's all about how I look. Right. And like you said, because I look good, I feel good. Because that's a message.
They don't understand that, yes, that helps, but it's also directly affecting how you feel.
Well, because there's still some people in the trap of trying to fix something about themselves and going into it with like, I'm insufficient because like I don't look this way or whatever. Like it's a very much of a punishing sort of mentality, which they haven't been able to transition into, you know, why this is actually going to be benefiting me and improving me.
Today we're going to talk about a list of things we're not. Number 1, the same.
My Twizzy gon' lose it, play like the little Uzi, make it sound like Uzi. We rich like we boozy. Got honey